and therefore understand that the Afikpo man celebrating the New Year is in effect celebrating the end of his self-imposed starvation. The society, the norms and morals of the society have imposed on everybody who lives here. Do not harvest your yam until the day we appoint. And there are good reasons for it. In days gone by, yesteryear, days of yore, 400, 500, 600 years ago, people could go and harvest yam from somebody else's farm. And of course, the society frowned very much against it. The punishment usually was severe. And so now the society says, look, until this date, the yam will be in the farm until harvesting. It will be interesting to know that the traditional land tenure system is such that even if when a man has so many hectares of farmland, he does not usually cultivate it alone by himself. That is to say, he brings in his relatives and gives them portions to cultivate. The essence being that there is shared risk. If you cultivate it, say you are 10 hectares of land alone, all the wild animals will eat up your crops and you bear the loss. But if you bring in your relative, 20 of them, and you give them, you, my friend, this is your own, you farm here, you farm there, sometimes for a fee, sometimes out of grace. So there is element of shared risk. I'll give you an example. When we came back from the Civil War, there's a man who went and plowed a very large expanse of land and planted rice there alone. All the birds came from nowhere and ate up his rice. He didn't harvest one bag of rice. I won't mention the man's name because I'm sure you know who he is. The popular person this time. So because of that, it is such that during the New Year festival, everybody is in the farm digging up their yam. And so you cannot go to somebody else's farm, otherwise you'll be spotted. So the New Year festival, there is nothing we do not venerate after what is there in the yam. It's just a period that people mark, oh, at last, the day of hunger is over. The day of starvation is over. This farming is over. And then, of course, we make bonfires. We make bonfires. We use corn stalks and make bonfires, mount them on the bamboo, and burn them and sing and dance and go up and down, the village square. Now, the new radicalism has stepped in now. They now use tires, old tires, which is bad. It's seriously condemned. Of course, the SI age sect that controls behavior in the traditional sense usually bans the use of tires for the New Year festival. And so the early morning of the New Year day, there is a myth. There's a myth about Aho. Aho is a mythical person, the spirit. Aho also means year. So the spirit of the new year, Aho, is supposed to be a mythical person. He goes around, his headquarters is supposed to be in Okwa village here, somewhere. Early morning, 4 a.m., 3 a.m., he goes around every village to go and alert them the New Year festival is on. And of course, they say people have in the past who mounted expeditions to capture the Aho. Of course, it's a myth. You know that. There's no such thing. And each time, they lay down bush to catch him when he goes from one village to another village. And by the time he comes, he causes them to slip off. And he passes. So each Aho means, in a literal sense, driving the year away. It also means, metaphorically, trying to capture the mythical being that ushers in the new year. So that is why people wait, and usually, of course, the village, because somebody blows the horn, now it's time to come out and drive away the bad luck of the old year. In fact, people don't cultivate yams anymore. People don't go to farm anymore. The land has been over-farmed. We don't use fertilizer. Each year, successive year, the yield becomes less and less. And then people now go to buy yam from elsewhere in Igbo land, where, excuse me, elsewhere in Igbo land where they have harvested the yam. They go to Onitsha, they buy the yam and bring to the town and hide it in their shops. They cannot bring it out until the day before the new yam. They now bring it out to the market to sell, so that those who were unable to harvest from their farms go to harvest with their pocket from the market, go and buy. Do you get it now? So they buy the yam from elsewhere, where they around the Anambra, Gulere, Onitsha, and so on, Abakaliki, and so on. And really, yes. Now you ask me, what happens if your man is caught? You know, if you eat the yam before the appointed day. Really, nothing happens to you here. After all, you go and buy the yam, come to your house, your wife cooks the yam. Nothing, you will not kill you. But the society frowns at it as an act of indiscipline. You are not disciplined enough to bear the hunger. And there are sanctions associated with such. So, the Afikpo people here in we digress, where we are culturally endowed. The seasons are mapped. January, February to July, February, April, May, June. Go and cultivate your yams. And wait and bear the hunger. New Yam, August. October, the Feast of the Tortoise.